This Friday will mark 3 years since 3-year-old Lina Khil disappeared. This month, our Yami Virhin is reflecting on some of the missing persons cases in San Antonio that she's investigated long after the headlines are gone. Tonight, she revisits the roller coaster journey of this years-long search for the Afghan child.
How does a 3-year-old child vanish into thin air? This is the last video we know of Lina Sardar Khil. When she first disappeared, the search was intense. But as the months passed on and the media attention died down, her family's frustration grew. On the 20th, it will be 3 years since Lina disappeared from the playground at the apartments where she lived with her parents and her baby brother on Fredericksburg Road. Lina and her parents are refugees from Afghanistan. Her father worked with the U.S. Army, and they're here on a special visa. But now her father feels none of that matters since his child is still missing.
I remember when the investigator first came on and he told the family, we're going to find her. And under 2 weeks, we're going to find her. And here we are 3 years later.
Pamela Allen is the advocate for Lina's family. She tells us the not knowing is getting harder for them. How often does Riaz and Sarmina hear from the San Antonio Police Department, from the FBI, from anybody that was involved in the case?
They don't. Communication is very little. And they will only communicate with the family when the family has reached out and asked him, have you heard anything? And typically, when the family watches social media or watches the news, and when they see that there's been a roundup with sex traffickers or even drug traffickers, when they watch that, their biggest question to me is, do they know anything about Lina?
The U.S. Marshals need your help. The most difficult moment this past year was when a man we showed you on Marshals' Most Wanted Fugitives sent investigators on a week-long dig near Lina's home. He made a startling confession.
When they took a Bexar County inmate to the place where he said he buried Lina, and that was hard to get any information even while we were at the scene. Why are you here? What's happened? Why are you doing this? They communicated very little to us.
But nothing was found here. Also trying to help the family is Project Absentees, a nonprofit made up of retired federal and state law enforcement agents. Abel Peña, a retired FBI agent, is the director. At 3 years, what do you think the people involved in this case in your former agency are doing right now as they're looking at 3 years later and we're no closer to knowing what happened to Lina?
This is a tough case. There's a lot of frustration in trying to piece things together, trying to learn what happened. I know that the FBI is doing everything they can. They're more or less providing their services as a resource for the SAPD. So both agencies are actively involved in this case. I do know that they have done things such as polygraphs, and in their investigations they have, I'm sure, uncovered things. But again, it's been 3 years.
Because I care. She's so cute. And we still want to know if investigators looked at the sketches done by Lois Gibson, the Houston PD sketch artist who has helped solve thousands of cases with her sketches. Sketches of two men, an eyewitness who came forward through social media, says they saw with Lina the afternoon she disappeared.
This person said, I knew it was her because I thought how beautiful that little girl was all in red. And if you remember the day that Lina disappeared, she was wearing all red with a black coat. So this person was then contacted by myself and by a few others, and then started giving information to the sketch artist about who those men were.
Fox SA gave the sketches made by Gibson to the police department. We also showed them to Riaz and Sarmina, Lina's parents. One man is African and the other is Afghan. Lina's father didn't know who the African man is, but he knows the Afghan man, but that he doesn't believe he had anything to do with his daughter's disappearance. The couple continues to pray Lina is safe wherever she is.
Theories is that she was taken and sold, and that she is with another family. And he prays that when she gets older, she will remember and find her way home, because he does not have any faith in SAPD.
Fox SA requested an update on the case from SAPD. We're waiting to hear back. Yami Virgen, Fox SA.